Right off the bat, I got to call out my boy Leon. He's talking about fitting that fat hog in some skinny jeans. But I was a millennial too. I wore them jeans. Can't fit a penis in the pocket. Don't fucking lie to me. Now, guys, I'm trying to keep the energy up. I'm upset tonight. You know, between Leon lying and between you guys remember East Palestine, the train derailment, right? I fucking made the mistake of looking up an update on them. Nobody can tell them how long they're going to be dealing with the aftermath. Nobody can tell them. I saw an interview with one of the locals. He said, and then he died. That got me in the mindset, and I started thinking about Flint, Michigan. I went to look them up too. I saw an interview with the local there, and I'll tell you what he didn't say. He didn't say, I moved up to Columbus recently from down Amanda, Ohio, a little hick town. Basically, I ran out of hot cousins. But now I'm here. And I've kind of had a political awakening. You know, I've started to realize the plight of the underrepresented. Did you know that gingers make up 2% of the world population? That's why I'm now an adherent of radical ginger-centrism. We used to stretch from the frozen waters of the cold north, proud people, what you might call frost honkies, all the way down to the Caucasus Mountains in the Middle East, what you would call dehydrated ginger. But we were cut down in our prime, thinned out, mostly by sun poisoning, but also by the British Empire. And now these days, you know, actually I've written some spoken word poetry about it that I'm going to share with you not white enough devils. Freckle-faced ginger with a hard R. Carrot top oppressed by a big white star. That's the sun, by the way. I know it's a little heavy. But despite the plight of the, I'm not doing spoken word anymore. Despite the plight of the freckled man, we're still the only group that everybody gets to make fun of. Even the rescue crackers. They call us freckle face, carrot top, dementor, because we suck souls or something, I don't know. But I'm tired of it. That's why I'm not saying stop. I'm just saying I'm gonna fight fire with fire. I'm bringing back white on white racism, yo. I missed out on the 1950s, seemed real fun. Next time some British guy decides I'm a freckle face, ha! Listen here, teabag. Some Polish dude decides that I'm carrot top, you just became a Polak. And I'll tell you what, if an Italian guy sets down the cannoli long enough to start talking shit, I'm gonna call him a wop. I'll walk through Little Italy like Kendrick Lamar talking about wop, 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 wop. I'm tired of it. Just recently, a young woman I grew up with came to see one of my shows, and that's cool. But you know what ain't cool? She showed up with freckles. She ain't never had no freckles. I said, where'd you get your fucking freckles? She said, from a makeup bag, hee hee. I said, oh yeah? You just draw freckles on every morning? She said, yeah. I said, what do you do when you get tired of that? You paint yourself up like any other minorities? This little bitch. She had the nerve to give me the hand like it's 1995, we're roller skating and the Spice Girls are on. And she looks me dead in the eye and she says, ginger, please. Honestly though, the first time I did this bit, I got off stage and a black guy looked me dead in the eye and he smiled and he said, my ginger. Never felt cooler in my life. But I still looked him dead in the eye and I said, that's artwork. I'm Steve Myers, watch this panel tear me up.
soon as you looked like you were gonna drop some slurs, I just didn't know it was gonna be those.
It's the only ones
Those
that
are
let me do it.
they're very specific white slurs. I was watching the crowd, and like half of them understand, half of them are like, what the fuck? Like half of this room, he just said Pollock, and you're like, oh shit. Yeah, but then he said Wop, and they were like, we love Kendrick! Yeah, fuck him up.
that would actually, I wanted to comment on that. Like, you were talking about like white on white racism and stuff. And, something about your comedy is you tread this line very generous. And oftentimes, where I look through the stuff and make me uncomfortable. Very often. But no, I want to give you commendations on honestly that reference was clever just because it's just like, yeah, I like that. It was,
Thank you, Dad.
something amongst all the racism.
As the resident panel Pollock, why are you looking at me? We don't run the things. I can't count. You did tread that line very carefully. I appreciate that. So from one snow roach to another.
Almost told me. You sell Peyton Cracker.
There's two people that Google slurs in their free time. What'd you call yourself?
A snow roach.
A snow roach.
Or also one of those palm-colored people. Those are my favorites. I would also accept male monkey. Please continue.
First of all, I would consider you more of a luscious strawberry blonde. You were ginger. Blackberry.
Don't point that out or I can't do the bit no more.
Like you would work hard if we were together. You know what I mean? They're feeding me drinks. I don't know what to do.
So you're saying you're not a power dog?
I'm whatever, man. I can be whatever gets me the most validation.
Whatever gets him in the door.
I would never use the term Pollock. Although I will say, Caitlin, being of Polish descent, are you worried about Leon's family invading your country?
No, we'll just hang up in the Caucasus Mountains until there's a cloudy day. We can't come when the sun shines.
I don't know about no Pollock, but if you were serious about the hitting on me, I'll put you in a pretzel lock behind this after the show.